Hey, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm gonna talk about top 5
best internet routers.
Starting at number 5.
Asus Wi-Fi 6. Another excellent mid-range option, the Asus RT AX55 gets all the basics right and is a terrific performer. It's got an easy-to-use app with good parental controls and delivers a solid 4.2 gigabits per second dual-band Wi-Fi 6 connection. It has proven during our time with it that it is more than capable of handling anything that our 150 megabits per second office broadband can throw at it. And, because it supports Asus AI mesh technology, it will work with other Asus routers to form a mesh network with wider coverage if you need it in the future. The thing that sets this apart from the rest, however, is its compact and simple design. While many routers are festooned with antennae, the Asus RT AX55 has an unusually svelte design that we found to be very compact and lightweight. You can easily fix it to a wall or tuck it in somewhere out of sight. It does have its share of limitations, namely, it's dual band only and it doesn't have 2.5G Ethernet connectivity on hand, but it's more than enough for most households' needs. In fact, if your budget is a little more flexible and you can pay a little more, we recommend getting this one over our budget choice.
Coming at number 4.
Google Nest Wi-Fi. Google is a veteran in the mesh router world, with the original Google Wi-Fi product being superseded by the upgraded Nest Wi-Fi, which has since given way to the Nest Wi-Fi Pro. So, what's the difference with this latest iteration? Google's Nest Wi-Fi Pro ramps up connectivity from Wi-Fi 5, supported by the old Nest Wi-Fi, to bring in support for Wi-Fi 6E, a very fast wireless standard, albeit not quite cutting edge any longer. That title belongs to Wi-Fi 7. It also offers tri-band rather than dual-band Wi-Fi, adding a 6 GHz band into the mix. In short, you're getting better Wi-Fi performance and improved, more reliable wireless coverage with this new Pro take on Google's mesh router formula. Matter support is also brought in, for those with smart home gadgets. The other main change here is that all the mesh units are identical, and are effectively standalone routers, linked together, of course, as opposed to having one main device acting as the primary router, plus additional units that are satellites. The trade-off here is that you get Ethernet ports on all units now, but there's no built-in smart speaker functionality as was present with the old Nest Wi-Fi.
At number 3.
Asus ROG Rapture GT. If you want a cutting-edge router, then the latest tech is Wi-Fi 7, and the Asus ROG Rapture GT B98 is the fastest of this breed we've seen, with performance and features that mean it's future-proof to the extreme. The Rapture GT B98 offers quad-band Wi-Fi 7, 2.4 GHz, 2x5 GHz, and 6 GHz bands, and a top speed of 24.4 gigabits per second. In our testing, we found it had blistering real-world performance, the only likely limitation being the speed of the internet connection it's hooked up with. Wired connectivity is also a strong suit, as you get 2.5 gigabits Ethernet ports and even two 10 gigabits ports, one of which is a dedicated priority port for gaming. As well as top-notch performance, you get a well-featured router, and that includes parental controls to keep the kids safe when they're online, and this is free too. Note that some parental controls require a subscription these days. Naturally, you'll pay for all these goodies and the dizzying speeds on offer, and the Asus ROG Rapture GT B98 is a very expensive piece of kit. Then again, it'll last you a long way into the future, so the investment could work out to be an astute one over the longer run. Furthermore, if you're willing to wait a while, pricing will likely drop, at least to some extent, as ever, early adopters pay for the privilege.
Number 2 of my list.
Asus RT AX55. The Asus RT AX55 gives you Wi-Fi 6 at an affordable price without compromising on performance and features, making it the best choice if you're looking for a budget router. It offers a top speed of 1.8 gigabits per second, which may be relatively modest compared to pricier options out there, but is still more than enough for most household Wi-Fi needs. This is an excellent option if you just need a reliable router for web browsing, streaming music and video, and some casual gaming. During our tests, We found that it not only matched the fastest speeds supported by our office broadband connection, but also delivered a more expansive reach than our usual router, its 5.0 GHz band maintaining top Wi-Fi speeds of 100 Mbps with Ookla and 12.5 MB per second for Steam downloads. One thing to note though is that its 2.4 GHz band was a little slower during our testing, dipping to 90 megabits per second with Ookla and 11 megabytes per second with Steam. Plus, while the app is easy to use, the router itself doesn't come with more extensive filters and other controls provided by some of Asus' more expensive routers. But, when you're going for a budget option, such concessions are to be expected.
And number 1.
Asus Zen WiFi AX. Asus has some amazing Wi-Fi 6 routers in its product range, and the manufacturer covers just about every need and budget. With the Asus Zen WiFi AX XT8, it delivers Wi-Fi 6 in the form of a mesh router. While it is among the more expensive options out there and limits you to 2 mesh routers, the Asus Zen WiFi AX offers blazing fast speeds. During our tests, it pushed our 500 megabits per second internet connection all the way, even squeezing it up to 570 megabits per second at one point, and maintained that speed even in less accessible parts of our space. It also offers plenty of flexibility in its setup, such as the option to set up 1 or 2 networks using the 2.4 and 5 GHz bands. With excellent security features to boot, this is a fantastic choice if you're looking at mesh routers.
Check out this video description for latest price and more informations. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe and stay tuned.